Good evening, everyone. I need some opinions here. I had to do a little demolition in the area of the town. I don't know if you remember, there was a road, a street in here, and let me move some of this stuff out of the way. There was another, excuse me, another connecting street over here, right where the approach to the crossing is. The edge of this foam core had a big arch in it, and if you have been following the videos, I don't know when this was, it's quite a while back, I found some self-stick foam core and used it there. The stuff in the back is still down, but the stuff that was up front, for some reason, came loose, and I think it may have been because I glued this sidewalk board to the top of it, and I think it may have caused the paper surface to shrink a little bit and caused it to buckle. And this was before I put this down, before I knew that you're supposed to remove the paper from the foam core before you glue it down. So I think that was my issue. I used white glue to glue it down, to glue the sidewalk down, and I think it may have caused that paper to shrink a bit. So my question is, I moved the Radical Flats 3D buildings back out of the way, and they are on the back side of the street running area right now. And my question is, should I leave them there and incorporate something else in the front? And I think I know what I would like to do, but I'd like to hear your opinions on this. You know, originally I was going to have the train station, which is that building just to the right of the last Radical Flat there. I was going to have the train station and that freight station, you know, back in the back part of the town, way back here. So I guess I could do a couple of things. I can put the buildings in the back. That way, obviously, the street running scene is much more visible. And then I can come up with, you know, something else to fill in this part of the scene. You know, as I sit here and look at this, I may not need a road back here at the edge at all. If you know, let's say, and you guys can help me on this, give me your opinions here. You know, I've got a road that goes up to the coal mine under the bridge. I need to put in a triangle here at the corner to connect the check-in check-out station over here to make it look like it has somewhere to go. So do I change how this road is here? And maybe what I do is I bring the road across the triangle and have the street sort of follow the tracks and connect up over here some, well, if I had to show you, have the street sort of follow the edge of the tracks there and connect in on sort of an angle here, you know, and that's kind of Main Street down there to the end. You know, originally I had the street up here along the end because I was running the road straight down then into my area, which was originally going to be a heavy equipment area, you know, sales and repair. So anyway, enough rambling. Let me know what you think about the town scene over here. I've got to do something now, and I'm not sure what. So tell you what, let me pause here. I'm going to get the camera on the tripod. As I said, I've got to do something here. Let me lift these buildings up, and got to be careful how I grab these things. I didn't have them attached to the sidewalk yet. So obviously I can cut the sidewalk down so it fits in there, but this would be somewhere in this area. Kind of give you an idea of what that would look like. You know, I can do something over there. You know, if I'm not worried too much about that. Maybe some kind of a parking area. So that's the general idea, would be to have this in the back, and there is room just by that building for the train to clear. You know, I could slide this a little bit forward, maybe about like that. And there's room on this end as well to clear. And then I've got, you know, a big area that is essentially kind of new real estate here with, you know, capability of putting something in here. So you guys think about that and let me know what you, some opinions. All right, I'm going to pick the camera up here and swing it around and show you a couple of things that I've done. I'm going to take it off the tripod. I'm going to stop it for 1 second. So things are a bit of a mess in here. I've been working on a few projects. I built a ramp for the end of this unloading dock here. And I had some leftover Radical Flats brick, you know, building sides. And I just made this out of foam core. I'll actually pick it up. It's a piece of styrene. It's got foam core underneath, just with some balsa wood in it. Cut those on an angle, and I just glued the that cut stone to the side. I think it came out pretty well. Used a little black paint, weathered that ramp a bit. This is kind of my farm supply area, so you know, theory is that they unload tractors and such here, and so you know, lots of skid marks and oil and stuff on the ramp. All right, so that's one project. Some of those paper buildings I was telling you about. Here's a little office that is made out of container, and again, those are if you watch my last video, those are the paper printouts just put on foam core. Sorry about that. Just put on foam core. And you know, they're already weathered and everything, so I think that came out fairly nice. There was no roof included with that, so there was another section of roofing that I had, so just put that on the top. This one here isn't quite finished yet, but it is a maintenance facility, 3-bay maintenance facility. Again, glued to foam core. It's got a man door on the side, another overhead door, window. There's a fire plug down there. I don't know if you can tell it's a fire plug. And then on this side, no doors, but a bunch of windows, and there's a pile of junk in the back. And on the back side, as I swing around, there is another overhead door. And again, this one didn't come with a roof either, so I used some more of that roofing material. Kind of looks like, you know, corrugated. Sorry about that. So it looks like corrugated, you know. I may do something with it, maybe weather it up a bit. Let's see, what else? Coming down the side, I did have the intermodal train running. Well, I guess you saw that. That was the last video. So what am I talking about? So I don't want to ramble too much this evening. Oh, one other thing I did as I continue to ramble, let me move this. This is my spray adhesive station. Let me just move it out of the way. You remember this lumber shed I had originally stuck down here in the area where these other buildings are. And I had some scenery in here. Well, I kind of cut the scenery out, and I think my lumber shed is going to go right there. I think it looks a little better close into the lumber yard. You know, it kind of butts up here against my paved area, and you know, I can shift it if I need to. But this was a kind of a natural cutout here anyway. So I think it looks good there. Obviously this little warehouse goes down here towards the end of the siding that's underneath my board. And so, you know, now I'm left with this town area and these buildings, and I'm, you know, kind of confused. Don't know what I want to do here. But again, you know, I'm sorry to be rambling here, but you know, give me some input on that. Oh, one other thing. There was another paper building. This is actually, these aren't actually paper. These are radical flats here. A couple of more pieces and parts that came with the other ones. Just a little office building here. And this building that you see tacked onto the edge was actually one long building. Here's the other side of it. And there were two doors in it. So I put those on foam core. I had some rust colored paint that I used on the top there. And from a distance, you know, I think it looks pretty good. It looks like a couple of entrance ways or office buildings into that warehouse. You know, then I'm not sure if that little office building is going to stay there or not. I may move it. And, you know, again, not sure about the grain area. I may do something with it. But I guess that's it for now. I don't want this to go on too long. But comments and suggestions are definitely appreciated. Talk to you soon.